Chronic granulomatous disease. Chronic granulomatous disease, depicted by the crone grandma riding a llama, is an immunodeficiency caused by lack of NADPH oxidase, portrayed by the lack of the nicotine cigarette NADPH character on the right side of the scene labeled without NADPH oxidase. NADPH oxidase is important in generating reactive oxygen species to create a respiratory burst to kill pathogens, portrayed by the reactive oxygen species being shot at Sumomona on the left side of the picture labeled with NADPH oxidase and creating a burst. Note that without the NADPH character on the right side of the picture, there is a lack of reactive oxygen species and absent respiratory burst. Without NADPH oxidase, pathogens are ingested by macrophages but not killed, shown by the organisms being shot at on the left side of the image, but existing within the MacMan on the right side. People with chronic granulomatous disease are particularly susceptible to catalase-positive organisms, shown as the positive lifeguard cat, including Pseudomonas, shown by Sumomona, Aspergillus, depicted by the asparagus, E. coli, illustrated by the E. col with an eye, as well as Staph aureus, the staph of Oreos. Patients with this immunodeficiency commonly suffer from lung and skin infections, demonstrated by the lungs of the crone grandma and her stretchy skin with an infection on it. The nitro-blue tetrazolium test, the blue nitro tank, is the most widely known test for the disease. Patients with chronic granulomatous disease will have a negative nitro-blue tetrazolium test, indicating they cannot produce reactive oxygen species. Before the NADPH guy left town, MacMan was a happy camper. NADPH always did everything he could to keep the pesky neighborhood kids out of his beautiful nitro-blue home. He would shoot reactive oxygen species and create bursts to keep Sumomona with her staph of Oreos and E. coli off his lawn, as well as the troublemaker. Even though lifeguards are supposed to be helpful, this positive cat would always urge these troublemakers on. One day, the NADPH guy decided enough was enough and left town, leaving MacMan to fend for himself. Sadly, the pesky neighborhood kids took over and even invited the smelly old crone lady with her lung and skin infections to move in with her llama.